about 10:30, Concord Coastal Fire received 911 calls, multiple 911 calls of reported as a plane that fell out of the sky. And you can see right behind us, it's the first intersection after the airport. And a single occupant, small private plane crashed with one fatality.
And this happened right after takeoff.
Correct. It had just taken off from the airport. I've heard conflicting reports that it was doing touch and goes or had taken off several times already. I don't know, but this time it had just taken off, and it took what was reported to us as an abrupt nosedive.
Did it just go right into the ground, or did it hit any other obstacles?
As far as we can tell, it didn't hit anything else, but the investigation's ongoing.
What are the efforts in terms of road closures right now, trying to get the plane maybe out of there? How long do you envision this intersection?
So a couple of complications there are an aircraft involved, which is unusual, and then a fatality. So the NTSB and the FAA have protocols that they're going to follow in conjunction with Concord PD. I would expect the intersection to be closed for several hours.
For those that can't really see or understand, can you describe the debris field and what you see?
So it's single engine, small aircraft, two-seater, I believe. Not a large debris field, so it's the area around it is cordoned off, probably 30 or 40 feet in each direction. So not a huge debris field. Luckily, it didn't seem to skid. It seemed like it came down straight, limiting the spread of the debris field.
And for those of us that don't know, what are the things that are around here that could be a potential?
So immediately off the airport are hotels, commercial businesses. We have car dealerships. Eventually, we run into residences. So it's regular community around it. The community begins immediately adjacent to the airport. So we were fortunate that this aircraft was on a roadway and seemed to impact nothing else.
I see there's also a car lot too, right? That's close by. Was
Correct.
That a threat?
Correct. The car lot's right next door to it. Luckily, the airplane stayed right in the roadway. It doesn't seem to have affected the car lot.
Nothing to the golf course behind it as well?
The airport firefighting crew is doing their own investigation within the airport boundaries, which is the golf course is part of. But as far as we know, it wasn't involved.
Describe the victim. Female, male, age.
It's not for me to release, and we had limited interaction. Once we decided that the patient was deceased, we stopped tampering or messing with the scene.
Was it during rush hour and was there traffic in the intersection?
Most likely I wasn't here for it. It doesn't appear that any vehicles were impacted, although there's one report of another vehicle possibly involved, but we're looking into that. 10:30 in the morning, Concord Ave. I don't think it ever has a slow time, but fortunately nothing catastrophic involving other people or vehicles.
Do you have any information on the leg injury in the lot in the Blue Honda?
We're looking into it. It was late development, so we believe it not to be significant, but we're addressing it absolutely.
Anything else?
Nope.
Is the airport still operating?
I'm not sure, to be honest. They run their own separate operations from us. We assist them, and just like they assist us in this call, even though it was off their property. But I'm not aware if they're still doing takeoff and landing. Anything else?
Thanks, you appreciate
Okay.
it.
Thank you.